Welcome back to Hot Stove. And a club brimming with young talent. 21 rookies appeared in a game for Kansas City last season. And now they have a new skipper at the helm. But today we are talking with one of the veterans as we continue our spring training sprint today. We are at the Nats and we're at Royals camp. And
yeah, it's cool.
That's where we're going to find Amir Garrett, Royals lefty. Thanks so much for joining us. First off, we appreciate the time. You're entering your 7th season.
Wow,
I mentioned you got a lot of young talent in front of you. So what is the vibe like so far in camp?
The vibes are good right now. The vibes are high, of course, because we're just getting back in the full swing of things. But I'm very excited for this year, man. This is probably one of the most excited times I've been in my career. You know, just to be around all these guys and just to see them blossom into to great baseball players, and me be a part of that. It's definitely a exciting time to be a Royal right now.
Amir, 7th season, man. I saw you shake your head like, what? I can't believe that. Time has flown by, man.
Man, Harold, it's yeah, like you said, time has flown by, man, and I'm just grateful that I'm here for my 7th season. This game is hard. It's full of ups and downs. Not a lot of people are even making it past 3, 4, 5. And I'm just grateful that I'm here for 7. And I hope I just got plenty more years in the tank left.
Well, let me ask you a question on growth, because you started off as a basketball player. We just got through talking about St. John's basketball a little bit offline, and now here you are, a pitcher in the big leagues. You've been a starter. Now you finally got to the bullpen and settling in. What has the learning curve been for you, and what is some of the lessons along the way?
This game is, like I said, it's full of up and downs. You just got to maintain because this game will run you out in a heartbeat. You just got to be consistent. You got to keep a routine day in and day out. You got to just trust the process, man. And you can't worry about other things that are outside of your control. That's the biggest thing, for me. And like I said, just keeping a routine and just trusting the process. And when things aren't going good, you just still got to just trust it, no matter what. Even if you don't see a light at the end of the tunnel, you gotta stay the course, man. And it's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's interesting. You were in the National League most, and obviously there's a DH in both leagues. But this is the first time you really played with a DH. How different was that for you this year with a DH full time in Kansas City?
It was very different. It was definitely something I was new to. But now that we got it, league wide, both leagues, it's a position for guys now, and you see some guys that are just full-time DHs now, and it's kind of weird, but that's just where baseball is heading now, and yeah.
I'm sure you impart your wisdom and knowledge upon the younger guys, but you had a very interesting story talking about your early days with Joe West. Can you tell us what happened with Joe West and how he did a little bit of hazing on you?
I mean, Joe West is Joe West, man. I remember when I was coming up, it was like I was throwing some really good pitches, and I thought they could have been strikes. But as a rookie, I'm not gonna say like, hey, like Joe, where you got that, because I don't got enough time. He can make my life bad at that time. So I came up to bat, and I was just like, hey, you guys, and they're like, congrats, and and all that, and I'm like, hey, Joe, like, where'd you have that pitch? I thought it was a little down. Like, I was trying to be like, oh yeah, I thought it was a ball, and he was like, no, it was a strike. I was just gonna see how you would react. And he was just like, you're gonna have a long career. You're gonna have a long career if if you do right with us and you don't show us up. So he was like, no, it was a strike. And I was just like, oh, okay, Joe, I thought it was a ball, but it was just funny that little interaction that I had with him, and I was just like, this is my first time in the big leagues. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and I'm just going to go about my business.
Yeah, you don't see that too often in today's game. That's funny. That was kind of state of the art when I was playing back in the day. Hey, I want to ask you, moving forward, about the new rules. Now, as a left-handed pitcher, I'm curious with your pickoff moves because if I'm facing a left-handed pitcher, and I think you guys are going to be challenged more than anybody in this rule, that after you throw over twice, you can't throw over a third time unless you get me out. I'm going to get a big one-way lead on you. So have you thought that through? I'm curious what your thoughts are on that, on the pickoff rule.
I'm pretty quick to the plate, Harold. But I think that you're gonna have to, variate your times. You're gonna have to go quick sometimes. You're gonna have to go. You're just gonna have to change some things up. You can't let a guy get a good read on you, because against lefties, guys are going first move anyway. So you gotta just, I think the first pitch is gonna be very important. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm not gonna,
You're not giving me any clues, but that's good. No,
I'm not gonna give everybody the clues, because I don't want guys to be watching and be like, oh, he's gonna do that. But I think you just gotta vary your times, and I think you'll be all right. Like I said, I'm pretty quick to the plate. So,
but you've been thinking about it though. Has there been a discussion with your teammates about this a lot? There been any meetings or anything about the new rules?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure we'll have some. But I think that. Yeah, there's going to be some delivery changes as well, because like I said, I do some crazy stuff on the mound, like as windups and stuff as far as that goes. But hopefully it's not going to be too bad.
Well, let me keep you right there real quick while here. What about the pitch clock? You've had guys come up, a really young team in Kansas City, so the minor leaguers have pitched with the pitch timer before. You haven't done that. You've been in the big leagues now for a while. Have you thought about that at all?
I don't think it's going to be a problem. I rehabbed in AAA last year. They had the pitch clock, and it wasn't a big deal. And
awesome.
Me personally, I thought we've always had a pitch clock. I don't know if as of 2 or 3 years ago, and the batter couldn't get out, but I don't know. I could be wrong. So I don't think it'd be too big of a deal. I just can't be up there looking at the clock the whole time, because then it'll get in my head. But I'm gonna try to not look at it.
Well, I'm sure you guys will have those discussions in the bullpen, right, and amongst your teammates. And one of the new off-season additions was Aroldis Chapman. How much have you gotten to talk to him, and what do you think he's going to be like as the newest addition or arm in that bullpen?
I'm excited to just share a bullpen with Chappie. I was coming up in 15. It was my first spring training with the Reds, and I got to share a first spring with him, and then he got traded. So I'm excited for my time with Chappie, because Chappie's been doing this for so long. He's arguably one of the best closers in the game, and I'm excited to just pick his brain and just be able to share a bullpen with him, man. And I'm very excited.
All right, Amir, before we let you go, I know you're a college basketball player, and we're getting ready to start March Madness coming up pretty soon. Who you got your eyes on? Who you think's the top teams right now in college basketball?
Are you trying to get bracket advice right now?
No, I don't do the brackets. No, I'm just talking basketball.
Man, I don't do the brackets either, because man, the last few years the brackets have been busted. Like, it's just been crazy upsets. I'm not even sure. I'm not even paying attention to college basketball, to be honest with you. Like, my daughter has been taking up all my time in the off season, so I have to go and look and see who the top dogs are. And Harold, I'll give you a text or something and give you a few picks later on. All right.
Sounds good, man.
You got to look at his Instagram story, because his daughter left a whole mess for him to clean up. If his
we're
job
live
is
on
not
TV.
done.
Tell us a little bit about it.
His job isn't done when after he leaves the ballpark.
Yeah, my daughter is that's my pride and joy. She's 19 months now, but she's something else, man. She's something else. She keeps me on my toes. But yeah, like she said yesterday, my daughter just left a huge mess for me at the house, and just toys everywhere. It was like her way of saying goodbye, Daddy, I love you, because she went back home for a few days. And yeah, she definitely left her mark at the house, and it was bad.
That's awesome. You had to come back from practice and clean up. That's fantastic.
I do.
That's awesome. Hey, Amir, thank you for the time, man, and good luck this year. Keep going, be healthy, and man, I'm excited to see you and Chapman in the same bullpen. I'm sure it's going to be
exciting,
fun to watch between those two, and excitement, and you're going to learn some stuff too.
Yeah, for sure, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.